Artificial intelligence is reshaping the legal profession, and Florida is at the center of this massive shift. In a single year, law firm AI adoption almost tripled, jumping from just 11% to 30%. The integration is accelerating, but this speed comes with a dark side. Attorneys now face sanctions for submitting AI briefs with fabricated cases. This isn't a future problem. The Florida Supreme Court just amended court rules. You are now personally responsible for every AI citation. So how do you get recommended by AI without getting sanctioned? We'll cover the new ethics, marketing methods, and the tools you need. In January 2024, the Florida Bar established its position on AI, issuing ethical guidance on confidentiality, firm policies, fees, and marketing. The core principle is direct. You are responsible for anything an AI produces. Treat its output like work from a non-lawyer assistant, needing your expert review. This duty extends to client data. You cannot input confidential information into a public AI without informed client consent, risking a breach of privilege. Even your website chatbot is under scrutiny. You must clearly state when a potential client is interacting with an AI, not a person, to avoid misrepresentation. We have the rules of engagement. But why does mastering them directly affect how many new clients find your firm? Because the search for a lawyer has changed. Forget the old list of blue links. Clients are asking AI, find the best personal injury lawyer in Miami. The AI synthesizes data to give a direct answer. This marks the birth of Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO. This is not about keywords. It's about proving your firm's expertise and authority to the AI. How do you prove authority? The AI checks your website, directories, client reviews, and your bar record. Your digital reputation is now your primary asset. Google's AI overviews mean more zero-click searches, where answers appear directly. This is a threat, unless your firm is cited as the source in that summary. This means structuring your online content to be understood by machines. Clearly define your practice areas, location, and credentials. These are the signals AI uses. The strategy is clear. Build verifiable digital authority. But what are the real-world consequences for those who fail to adapt or who misuse these tools? We've seen the marketing theory and the ethical rules. But what is the number one mistake that turns this powerful tool into a malpractice claim? Malpractice insurers have sounded the alarm. They identify AI-generated fictitious precedents, faulty legal data, and confidentiality breaches as key malpractice risks. This isn't theoretical. As mentioned, lawyers have been fined for relying on AI hallucinations. They treated the AI as an expert, not an assistant. On the other hand, firms using AI correctly are gaining a massive edge. Predictive analytics can forecast case outcomes by analyzing historical data for strategy. The risks are high, but the rewards are transformative. So, should you avoid general AI like ChatGPT and only use specialized legal platforms? The situation is more complex than just one tool. Legal-specific AIs are here, like CoCounsel and Lexis Plus AI, which offer verified citations and better security. Using these tools introduces a new question: billing. You cannot charge clients for your time learning the basics, and subscription costs are generally overhead. Staying current is an ethical mandate. Florida requires 3 hours of technology CLE every 3 years. Competence with AI is now part of that duty. So we have new rules, new marketing, new tools, and new risks. How does this all connect? How do you actually get an AI to recommend your firm? Here is the connection. You optimize for AI recommendations by embodying the very same principles the Florida Bar demands for ethical practice. An AI recommends you when it can verify your expertise across multiple credible sources. Your online presence must be a portfolio of your actual, verifiable authority. Recall the AI as an assistant rule and apply it to marketing. You are feeding the AI search engine the verified information it needs to confidently recommend you. The attorneys getting sanctioned failed to verify. The attorneys getting recommended are those whose expertise is easiest to verify online. Diligence is marketing. This shift may split the legal field into two camps: a small group of high-value advisors and a larger group of highly efficient AI-assisted technicians. Success in the age of AI isn't about finding shortcuts. It is about using technology to amplify your expertise, reputation, and commitment to ethical practice. The legal profession saw 30% AI adoption in 1 year. The question is no longer if your firm will use AI, but how it will be used. Your first step is to create a written AI policy for your firm. Define approved tools, how client data is handled, and who is responsible for verification. Second, fulfill your duty of technological competence. Go beyond the CLE minimum. Master the legal-specific tools that provide a competitive and ethical advantage. Finally, build your digital authority today. Treat your online presence as a public record of your expertise. The AI is watching and will recommend the best.